What's up, everybody? I'm Dominique.
And I am Brandy, and we are your hosts of
Hey, Fave.
a weekly podcast where two best friends get together and talk about everything and nothing at the same time.
Yes.
I got my words this time.
Good job.
What's going on with you?
Hello, people. Hello, Fave.
Hi.
How you be?
I am asleep.
Me too, but it's fine.
I'm gonna be awake. We need to
We're going to do what we got to do.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What we got going on today? Oh.
Have you heard?
Have you ever heard?
Have you heard of all the alleged? Heard of the alleged altercation between Chris Brown and Usher?
I've only heard a little bit. I haven't really paid attention, but it sounds like it's a lot. It sounds like it's a lot happening. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, let's see. When so you know the Lovers and Friends festival happened
Okay.
in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, like maybe the day before or whatever.
Y'all breaking Las Vegas rules. They said whatever stays there.
So why do we even know?
Why we know about this?
So apparently Usher threw Chris Brown a birthday party,
Okay.
and at some point during the party, he got into it with Tiana Taylor.
I like her body.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, she's super fit. It's
I
absolutely
love
amazing.
it. Okay.
And from my understanding, because of course it's all hearsay, because even the video it doesn't actually show a fight, but that's neither here nor there.
There's a video.
Yeah, it shows them like
shoot.
talking and then like Chris walking away like that. You don't see an actual scuffle or nothing.
Okay,
You
so
see
somebody
kind of,
lying. All right.
but yeah. So he gets into a heated exchange with Tiana, and Usher steps in. Is the way I've heard the story told multiple times.
Jesus Lord.
And then like Chris storms off on skates. It was a skate party, so he rolled away. So storming off on skates, swirl off. Yeah, but so then the headline has been or was, because it's by the time we are talking about this, it's been about a week. The headline was Chris Brown's entourage. So I've heard Chris Brown and his entourage, and then I've heard Chris Brown's entourage jumped Usher. So that was the first thing. So the party Usher threw for him, somebody allegedly ends up jumping Usher on Chris's behalf.
Usher.
Yeah.
Like Usher.
That's crazy.
Usher, y'all.
I've never heard of Usher being involved in anything like this.
Out of all of the celebrity years that we've known him, from his teenage years all the way up to now, other than the disease situation, I've never heard Usher being in any type of situation. Nothing.
Not like that.
Yeah. No drama.
Not drama. Didn't he lose a son, or was it his stepson? Or
I have no idea.
It was like a jet skiing accident. Did I just exit somebody's child?
Oh my gosh.
No, I do know somebody's child passed away. But let me see the connection to Usher. Let me make sure that's legit.
The only things I've heard is him passing on a disease and the situation with him and Chili. That's the only thing I've heard out of all of the years.
Stepson. Let me roll stepson. Okay, died in jet ski accident. The jet ski crashed with an inner tube.
What is that?
So the floaties, the big rings or something.
What?
So the 11-year-old stepson of superstar Usher Raymond died in July 2012 after a jet ski collided with the inner tube he was riding on. So he was riding the inner tube. So he was on the float, and a jet ski hit him.
Oh no! I have never heard that. That's my first time.
I do remember. Yes. Okay. But that's not drama. That's just another. That's the only kind of headlines I've seen. Yeah.
See why I don't get in the water? No,
that is not what this is for. Yeah, but what you were saying, we haven't heard him involved in like altercations,
at
like,
all,
violence or drama. So apparently that is also not the only thing that happened that weekend. So everybody was in town for the Lovers and Friends Festival. You know, a bunch of people performing. That was a really good lineup. I remember when that flyer came out. I was like, I should go to that, but I didn't. It was a lot of people. But apparently there was an incident. They said Chris was backstage hollering at people.
Yes.
During Missy Elliott's set. But also after I heard that, people were like, his kids were backstage, so like the people were like, there was like a lot going on, and he went back there to like calm them down or something, because like, hey, my kids are back there, which to me is understandable. Also, why are they back there? Maybe is that the environment for them? But you do what you want with your children. I ain't about to tell nobody how to parent.
Why y'all fighting with these kids back here?
Yeah, like, but yeah, so like, if that was the case, if something was happening and his kids were back there, that is completely understandable. Be like, hey, y'all, chill out.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm not all the way sure there was actually a fight.
You know what I have learned over the past couple of days, that all of these headlines have been coming out about different celebrities. The one that has bothered me the most is the Jamie Foxx situation, where everybody was basically putting him on his deathbed and he's been out the hospital. But see, here's my issue. Like, for the celebrities. And I hope y'all watch this.
Come on, celebrities. Okay? Enjoy the show.
Y'all know us fans be caring about y'all a lot, okay? A lot of people care about y'all.
Yeah, no, people do be like really invested in their celebrity.
Serious, like people were like, I wish you guys would. Y'all don't even have to give us details, but at least say, or have somebody, a publicist, somebody, hey, I'm good, just keep praying, or something, like
a courtesy update.
Yeah,
just for your sanity. Hey, y'all, I'm still here.
So nobody's out here putting out untrue stuff. Like, literally, I'm over here thinking Jamie Foxx is about to pass. The
folks had that man going out of here by the end of the day.
Like, I was like, goodness. And then it's like, oh no, he's been out for the past couple weeks. What?
Why you didn't say nothing? You seen them people worried.
Jesus. So that's what I wish that some celebrities would do.
So media, taking a story and running with it.
Please stop doing that.
And then,
okay,
if you as the celebrity, if you have the power to stop it,
help
the people out a little bit. Go on,
like, please. So like with this situation, like, we don't really know what happened. Right? Ain't nobody saying nothing. So everybody's assuming that Chris Brown is involved with jumping Usher.
And then that to me makes no sense. But I mean, if he got heated, he got heated.
Yeah, I mean,
there was no visual from what I saw and heard. Like, there was no visual evidence that Usher had got jumped.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then Chris performed the next day. Like, they still let him perform. I feel like if they had fought, Usher wouldn't have let him perform, because I think that was Usher's festival.
Unless he's like, this is business.
Yeah. And then there's also that. But like, everybody involved seemed cool the next day. So I'm not sure. It could be the media spinning it. Which,
are y'all trying to get attention?
Is a thing. So, and because like, Chris, he did say something about the whole people accusing him of being backstage cutting up. He was like, it was a lot going on back there. It was a lot of jumping, a lot of yelling. But you do what you want with your narrative. So that's his way of addressing that one. Like, no, I didn't do whatever y'all saying I did, but have at it.
But that don't give us nothing.
So he didn't. He was pretty much saying, I wish I saved it.
It was just the surface.
But if you like read it correctly, if I had all the words I said most of the words, but he pretty much said, I didn't do what y'all saying I did, but cool, if that's what y'all want to believe. It was definitely a, if that's what you want to believe type thing. Okay. And I understand his frustration. But he didn't say, to my knowledge, unless something has come out while we're recording or since we're recording, where he said yes or no on the fight. I did, while we were finalizing details, I did see a video. It said Usher addresses it. I just didn't have time to watch the video. He addressed whether or not there was a fight, or he addressed the situation. But it's not even all the way about that in general. That's just what happened most recently. My question is, like, the way, like you were saying, people take stories and run with it. Even Chris, he decided to address the, the backstage sitch. He was like, y'all say what you want. Yeah. Do people like automatically kind of just assume the worst for Chris? Like, if you hear it, yeah, he did it.
Probably. Some people may do that because of past situations that he's been in. If you keep on hearing situation after situation, then this time, and that's unfortunate. It's not fair because you probably didn't do anything this time. Yeah. But because of past situations, not one but multiple. Yeah. Some people are gonna believe that you probably did do that. But everybody out here, Chris, don't. If you watch this,
come on.
This is another message for the celebrities, messages. Okay? Celebrities.
All the messages for the celebrities today.
Look, y'all gonna watch this podcast episode. Look, let me tell y'all something, okay?
What you got to tell them?
When y'all see these negative comments or negative video of people just talking junk, can you please put in your mind that is not how everybody feels, okay?
True.
That is not. Y'all really and truly have some fans that have y'all back. Absolutely. Or whatever. And like, I look at situation with like the Kardashians sometimes where people just like, I'll go to the comments and it's like a lot of people just, oh, you're beautiful, happy birthday or whatever, leaving positive comments, and then you get like a couple negative, and that's the ones that y'all be paying attention to.
Oh yeah.
Can y'all not pay attention to those
these content creators?
Celebrities, content creators, all of y'all. Look, okay. I was gonna never mind. Never mind.
Okay,
but yeah, just y'all have a lot of fans that care about y'all more than y'all think. Okay, so please pay attention to the positive ones and ignore those negative comments,
especially if the positives outweigh the negatives. I understand how it can be hard if you've got more negative than positive coming at you.
Yeah.
But if you've got mostly positive coming at you and with negative here and there, you should absolutely just disregard the negative.
Yeah.
I mean, try to disregard it in both cases, but I acknowledge that it would absolutely be harder if you've got all negative and sprinkles of positive. Like, that's got to be tough anyway. Do you think that's the case with Chris? Like, it's mostly negative, or...
I don't know.
Or is that just the part that gets magnified?
Probably,
amplified?
yes. It's and I believe that most negative stuff is the stuff that usually gets magnified the most.
True.
Okay, the positive stuff, some people don't care about that. We care about the positive. We want to hear some positive. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, because of past situations, people may believe that he probably had something to do with what happened. And like I said, it's unfair.
So, yeah, especially like if you just automatically don't even give him the benefit of the doubt, didn't let either one of them confirm or deny whether or not there was actually a fight. Like, because sure, you saw the heated conversation, but we didn't see the fight. We didn't see Usher get jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they're claiming that they jumped Usher. Like, you can't get no street cred from that. Like, hey, we jumped Usher.
I feel like everybody, which they did, would rise in defense of Usher.
They
like, you would
laugh.
Also, that it's like, first
Usher.
of all,
y'all jumping Usher.
But then they're gonna why you had to jump him. Not saying he's soft, but Like that would be the thought. And then also, I feel like the people that would work in reverse for you, because then they're coming at you like they're defending Usher. I feel like 9 times out of 10 people are defending Usher in the scenario. Like they are not gonna just be okay with you saying you jumped Usher.
You know, that's crazy.
Funny. But so let's say it was his entourage and not him. Is that his fault? If there was a fight, first of all, if there was any kind of physical altercation, if it was just his entourage and not necessarily him, is that Chris's fault?
So I think I'm neutral on this because you have to know the people that you put in your circle, like in your entourage, and how they would react in situations. Like you have to know that these people, I know that he's a little, got a temper on him and he's in my entourage. Like you have to know. And if you don't, then why are they even there? Okay,
questions that need answers.
So I guess that's why I'm neutral.
Okay,
on that. And then again, you can't control people's actions.
Very true.
But you can control who was in your corner, who was around you. You can definitely control that. So if your entourage really did do that and you had nothing to do with it, you need to get rid of some people. True. A lot of people do. This is like me talking celebrities.
You were just teaching the celebrities.
Okay. Y'all probably already know. Y'all just not listening. But just let me remind you, like, y'all gotta keep some. I guess I'm tired of seeing. That's even with just regular people. When you have friends that you see, they're doing wrong, but you don't say nothing. Like, come on now, let's hold each other accountable. Let's tell our friends about themselves. You can do it respectfully. When you acting up, it's just, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's your circle. Yeah. Okay. Who you got around you?
It is very important to know who you have around you. Also that.
Okay. And who are you allowing in your circle to act up?
Yes.
I guess. I don't know.
No, I was making sure I followed. That made sense. I think. Who's allowing you to act up, and who are you allowing to act up? Yes, that makes sense.
In your circle.
Yeah.
And you need to get it straight. Like
I mean, like you said, ultimately that other person is not completely your responsibility. But if you can notice that they're not gonna act right, you can distance yourself from the shenanigans until they can get it together. So
you see anybody in Beyonce's camp acting up? I'm just saying.
I mean, well, there was that one time.
Now people are coming out,
but they were also in the elevator.
Yeah, but you ain't heard nothing since then.
It's not like a regular thing.
It's hush hush.
Oh yeah.
And look at. There's so many people that just keep in their business. Like Lauren that is not her name. That is not her name.
I mean, Lauren London is a person.
It is, but that's not who I'm talking about.
Lauren
Harvey. Lori Harvey. Giving all the names. All of the names. Lord. Okay. Jesus. Lori Harvey. She don't say nothing. Y'all know nothing. Y'all put out
most of the narratives that are out have just been self-created.
She's like, I'm not saying anything. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. You know what? I'm sorry. Speaking of Lori Harvey.
What had happened?
I know we talked and I guess because we just coming back because that was a while ago since we talked about that situation. And speaking of negative comments. So I realized that a lot of people were upset about the Lori Harvey situation. I don't know why that gets y'all on 10 on 100. But here's the thing, okay? People out there in internet land that like just type, okay? You have no idea who we are. True. We don't know who y'all are, okay?
True.
We we can have a civilized conversation.
We
do
can.
not have to be disrespectful. We do not have to insult people and how they look and all of that. We can have a civilized conversation. Most of y'all, it was mostly men.
Oh, yeah,
y'all look like y'all were way older than us. I'm very confused at why y'all were being disrespectful like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all even on the computer doing all that? Whatever. Look, let me tell you something. Okay?
They were mostly mad about what I got. That's whoa.
It's all good. Look.
What we had to say against Future or whatever. It wasn't. I don't even think necessarily what we had to say in support of Lori. I think that as soon as we mentioned Future,
it was like, oh, you look like this and you this and that, and y'all are under a rock. And I was like, wait, what? We can have an actual civilized conversation. Yeah,
I actually tried.
And that went nowhere. Okay, so look, y'all. Let's. I know y'all not gonna keep it respectful.
They're not gonna see this clip,
and that's fine. Y'all listen to whatever y'all want to listen to. But like I said, because I noticed that a lot of people who
maybe they do come back. Maybe they are like.
Well, I hope y'all do listen to this clip.
So yeah,
maybe we should clip this up, chop this, and y'all hear this.
Chop it and post this message.
But I just want to say for the people who like to type negative comments,
yes.
like you do not know these people on the other end. We don't know y'all. These people can be freaking crazy. On the other end, they can find you,
cases.
Okay? And y'all over here just yapping on these keyboards and the computers and the social medias.
Funny.
And y'all have no idea who these people are. Y'all don't know what they're going through. So I just want to say, like, keep it cute and respectful. We can have a civilized conversation. If there was a misunderstanding, we can talk about that. But that's all I wanted to say, because that's been on my mind. Well, it hasn't really been on my mind, but now that we're coming back let's talk about Lori. Harvey.
Just a little PSA for you people.
But goodness.
Do you feel better?
I guess so. But that got y'all in y'all's.
Oh, it did.
Feelings about Lori.
And also, I think just since we're here, they misunderstood. Well, maybe not. Our wording
they listened to one little clip.
So, because that's the clip we put out there. And now here's the thing. I'm always gonna look at both sides. We put the clip out there. The goal, the hope is always that you see the clip and go see the whole episode for context. Mm-hmm. But you also have to realize sometimes that clip is all they're going to see. That is all they're going to formulate their opinion on or whatever. And at some point somewhere in there, it was like, I don't hear people saying anything about Future. And he was like, well, except the people that know it's wrong. They kind of chopped off that part. All they heard was, don't nobody say nothing about Future. And people were like, yes, we do. It's like, okay,
wait, what?
Thank you so much. And most
I said, no, some people do, because I remember saying that. Because I'm like, wait.
Most people, so a lot of them, so it was, a few of those were aggressive, but most of those were like, well, we do talk about Future. And then I saw, yes, we do. And like people do. I've seen like just which is fine.
And thank you for keeping it cute. But the rest of y'all,
but then someone like, have you been
old
men under a rock? Sure. Yes. Call me Patrick.
Like y'all insulting people's appearance and stuff. Like,
but that just goes to show, people are gonna take away what they want to take away. But also, I also realize people they got what we gave them. They didn't. We put it out there.
You better listen to the whole thing. Y'all do the Bible that way too. Y'all just take a insert, just a little itty bitty piece, and don't read the before
and the
or
after,
the after
to get the full context.
Mm-hmm.
You are absolutely correct. You've been that's correct. But
y'all better get your lives.
Yes, because
you don't know me.
I'm about to say those nutcases she's talking about.
Be crazy. I can literally look you up in your family, see where you live and everything, send somebody your way. And
but also I'm not
what
but should I not say we shouldn't care? I'm not y'all know.
But
anyway,
luckily we are strong. We got a tough skin.
Listen, I laughed the whole way through. I was like, oh wow,
what?
Oh, this is funny.
And the fact that you tried to reason.
Oh, well, and I put the little LOLs. I tried to keep it light. Like, I asked the question. I was like, hey, I'm not even arguing. I'm genuinely asking.
Really trying to understand and ask.
And the answer I got back wasn't as friendly as my question. So I was
like, okay, well, never mind.
But, hey,
it's like you don't
comes
argue
with the
those
territory.
type of people.
It comes with the territory. We out here talking. People gonna respond. Just like we got our opinions. They gonna have their ass. It's all good. Like but your original message stands. Watch your mouth.
Right. Like I said, we got tough skin, but other people may not. So y'all
very true. That's what be sending some of these peoples over the edge. Like people, they see the wrong mean thing in their comments, and that just sends them somewhere. And then even if it is a usually or a regularly strong person, maybe they could just be having a bad day. And that one thing you said to them, like they could have already been just had their own thoughts, and then whatever you said is in line with whatever they was already thinking, and just over. Yeah. So I mean, that ain't even what this episode is about.
It's not. We went on a tangent. That was my fault.
I'm
my
bad. You did it.
Sorry.
Got it out for you.
But yeah, the negative comment. Y'all
That's
celebrities
funny.
Don't pay attention to that. And yeah, y'all.
So
just,
also you don't pay attention
me.
to that. Because listen, I'm just like, wow, this is funny.
Oh,
and I went on about my day until I decided to respond because I was entertained.
Anywho,
yeah.
Golly. I had to get that out.
I'm
glad be over here trippy.
I'm glad you got it all for you.
Y'all be trippy.
So what was my original question? I think I was going to ask next. Is this a pattern for Chris Brown, or do people just be catching him on a bad day more than once?
Look.
Or is he just misunderstood?
I don't fully know what's going on with Mr. Chris Brown, but like I said, he's been in multiple situations.
Yeah, and we don't have to run down the list.
Yeah,
we don't want to add to the bashing of Mr. Brown.
Yeah. And this last time he can totally be innocent and just did not do nothing. Maybe had a little argument with Tiana, and that was it.
Yeah.
And somebody else took it.
They said like she was dancing backstage while he was performing.
So they
could have
nipped it in the bud, and everybody's still on.
Yeah. So like we never know. Well, not never. Sometimes there is clear evidence, but okay. So I realized I was asking you questions. I didn't answer any of them. Which what was the first question I asked? Oh, do people just automatically assume? I do think so. I think there are some people that just aren't willing to give him a chance. Do he be cutting up? Absolutely. And should he, have to deal with when he be cutting up? Absolutely. But I do feel like at the same time, people like automatically, like they're ready to be like, oh, he done something. There he go
again. There he go.
Yeah, and is it a pattern? I mean, if you got multiple occurrences, chill out. Okay, but my next question, like, is his behavior, like all the things he's been accused of or whatever, is he considered toxic?
I don't know, because I look at toxic.
Well, okay, so what makes a person toxic? And then we, I guess, can determine whether or not he is.
I mean, he may not be toxic.
I just think he be cutting up.
I think people just,
But what is toxic?
I don't know. To me, I think a toxic person is, they know that they doing stupid stuff and they keep doing it, and it's like they don't care, and they just continuously be reckless.
Not WebMD with a definition. Okay.
Not WebMD.
Not the doctors, the
medical term. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I believe a toxic person is, they know what they're doing and they do it anyway. And they just, they like to manipulate. They like to, I would say a narcissist is toxic.
I could see that. I think that makes sense. I know that word gets tossed out of there, but
Jesus,
I believe, yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's just
we should have
characteristics.
Kimmy on to talk about narcissistic.
Yes, there's a lot of S's. Narcissists. Come on, Kimmy, we need you. Okay.
Yeah,
we should.
Cause people they like to use that word. Also, though, I think they did an episode on.
Is that a
Sunday dinners?
Is how we how everybody was talking about the prejudice situation?
Are we
mislabeling narcissists?
So whenever I've heard Kimmy, which it might be good to have her on different audience, let her talk about it. Like she said, like a lot of people do be they be calling people that.
They be the wrong definition.
Yeah, or so misdiagnosing.
Yeah.
So possibly
there was something I saw on TikTok where there was a word that people use that it's not doesn't mean what it was. Dang, I didn't send that to you.
You might have, because I feel like I know you did send it to me. Do I remember the word?
I don't remember the word.
Antisocial. Yes.
If I can find the video, I'm going to put it right here. And we're back. Okay.
If she found it. If
not,
I
hope I found it and that y'all watched it. But that is crazy.
Yeah, because people are quick to be like, oh, I'm anti, or they're being antisocial.
Yeah. And that means a totally different thing.
Very. Yeah.
Jeez.
But where we go?
The toxic. What's the definition?
So here's WebMD's diagnosis for the fun of it. I did not know they were diagnosing toxic people as well. A toxic person is anyone whose behavior adds negativity and upset to your life. Many times people who are toxic are dealing with their own stresses and traumas. To do this, they act in ways that don't present them in the best light and usually upset others along the way.
I guess.
So you just cutting up because you got some stuff going on. I feel like
not being considerate of it.
I feel like if your behavior, that could be. If it's negatively affecting someone, but also if it's like possibly harming someone in any way, repeatedly, intentionally. I think even if it's unintentional, because like you may not realize it, but if that person is,
especially if the person is telling you that, hey, you're hurting me, and you keep, okay. So I think, and then you keep doing it.
Repetitive negative behaviors can make a situation toxic.
There you go.
If you are the one creating this, if you are the one making the situation toxic, then you are the toxic.
Get your
person.
life.
So I think if others are also, to circle back to whether or not Chris is toxic himself, and then we're gonna get off Chris because we're not bashing Chris.
Not
we're
at all.
Questions. I guess if his behavior is consistently negatively affecting someone, he could be considered toxic to them. So I guess like some of the altercations, if it, or then like the fact, like when he was in a relationship with Karuchi, and or when they broke up or whatever, if I believe she had to get a restraining order. So to me, that means maybe that was a toxic situation. Like if you got a I'm not into labeling people, so maybe he just be having toxic moments. I'm not gonna call him.
Prayers.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Chris was like doing really well,
and
he's doing well. I'm like, but he was like super lovable, super loved, and then the situation with Rihanna happened, and then stuff kept happening.
Yeah,
and it's like now people are just like, they had a fit when him and Chloe did a song together, and they're like, how dare you have that woman beater on your song?
Oh,
Bailey.
Chloe.
Yes.
Girl.
Oh, not Kardashian.
Girl, I was like, where's she doing so, girl?
No, but it's like, and then he was supposed to perform on like the AMAs or something. And they pulled his performance. I don't remember why.
This is like a Michael Jackson
tribute or something.
Was that the same
it?
thing?
I don't know. I just know he worked really hard because like they released a rehearsal video or something. Mm-hmm. Either way,
I even heard that's what they were arguing about. Like they still had some beef about that
because she was like a producer on the show or something
like that.
I mean, maybe like we said, we don't know. But yeah, so okay. So yeah, he has moments. We're not gonna call the man toxic or otherwise.
Yeah. You just got your moments. We gonna pray for you, sir.
So okay.
You'll be good.
that is one. 11 characteristics that define a toxic person. We're gonna let that load for a second. Let's see. That's a lot more words than I want. Just tell me the thing. They always blame you for everything wrong. This is from.
That's a nice. No, let me not say nice because I don't know what it.
Minimalism Made Simple. That's the website.
Okay.
I'll copy the link.
Mm-hmm.
They always blame. These are 11 characteristics that a person is. 11 characteristics of a toxic person. Because I don't remember how they worded that. They always blame you for everything wrong. They never admit their mistakes. Mm-hmm. It's gonna freeze. I knew that was gonna happen. They disregard your boundaries. We are on number 3. I think it's okay. I seen it. I was like, it kept spinning. It's gonna.
Can y'all please allow us to upgrade our own computers again? Like, we need more stuff. We don't want to have to buy a whole nother computer just to.
You know what? Listen, come on, Google Chrome.
Just to have some more storage and make our computer run faster because this is crazy. Now my old computer, I did upgrade it.
I was almost there.
It don't make no sense.
Well, no, I was just gonna create a QR code and read it from my phone.
Oh, look at you over here, tech savvy. I can't reach my QR code site quick enough.
Well, no, you just hit share in Google Chrome and it'd be like send link, create code, and you can scan it from your phone.
We over here learning some new things.
And you can see whatever the site it'll ask what you want to do. Do you want to open it or send the link or whatever?
I had no idea. No idea. But Apple, come on now. Come on. You got too many creatives using your computers. We need to be able to upgrade our own storage and RAM. That was another rant.
Be able to handle me and all my tabs.
You know, because this is fairly new.
That's why I bought it. It said it could handle it. I guess I was like, I'm gonna show you something. And they're like, not that.
They're like, we can't handle that. You know.
Okay. Here we go. 11 characteristics of a toxic person. Mm-hmm. They always blame you for everything wrong. They never admit their mistakes. They disregard your boundaries. They are dishonest. They play the victim. They invalidate your feelings.
Just don't care.
They don't listen to you.
Oh.
They are harsh toward others. They make you question your sanity. Jesus. They are inconsistent.
Oh, dang, am I toxic?
They are selfish.
Oh.
Okay, ma'am. Was that last? Did we get to 11? Oh,
yeah.
That was last. They are selfish.
Now, we don't know him personally.
Yeah,
we don't
know the rest of that.
It just seems like he acting out. That's all. It just seems
he might just really be going through some stuff. Like I remember he mentioned some anger sitch and all that. Like he just might be
like childhood stuff. I remember him talking about all that.
Yeah,
he's been through some childhood stuff. So, y'all know that follows you all the way into your adulthood. Y'all know that. We need Kimmy on here. We're gonna talk about the mental health. That is important.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So speaking of toxic people,
Jesus,
who is toxic? Well, like you got a single toxic person. So then, what makes a relationship toxic? Like if we just defined according to other people's, of course, we've discussed what a toxic person is. Like, what makes a relationship as a whole toxic?
To me, I feel like when you knowingly are hurting the other person and you just don't care and you just keep doing it, and you like, you're not good for each other, and but you continue to stay, I think that's
a toxic
situation.
What makes you not good for each other?
I don't know.
Okay.
Y'all know y'all hurting each other. Y'all know y'all abusive to each other, miscommunicating, don't understand, not listening to each other, purposely hurting each other's feelings. Okay. Like,
if you're constantly in conflict in your relationship,
that is toxic.
And then if it starts negatively affecting you,
but you still there, that to me is toxic.
Let's revisit our original disclaimer from last year. We are not licensed in nothing.
We'll have Kimmy on.
We are just sharing our opinions and our thoughts and actually processing and discovering things as we go. Okay?
Y'all heard what we said. What do you think?
Also that. Yeah.
Not know. Think is a toxic relationship.
Just wanted to slide that in there real quick. Just in case.
Don't have no time. Okay? No time.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Like, if you're constant, because people be like, when people argue, but like if you always arguing, and if it's like the unhealthy kind of arguing, and like it's not accomplishing anything, like it gets aggressive, if it gets physical, if it's mean, because abuse and conflict is not always physical. If y'all just mean to each other and don't know how. Yeah. But then one could be like, well, is that just communication issues, and can we just go fix that? But I think so. Maybe if it's beyond repair, or if you're not even trying to repair it, and it's just.
I feel like if it's communication issues, and neither one of y'all trying to go like seek a therapist or something like that to work through those issues and get better at communicating. Like, I feel like if you're not trying to get better at a situation or the issue that you're having, the situation that you're having issues with, I think that is also toxic.
Oh, okay.
I hope I said that right, because I feel like my mouth's just going.
Just words.
Lord.
Okay, so an example of a toxic relationship would be the one that's in our face the most right now is probably now I don't see them a whole lot. I don't follow. I just see what the people talk about. Like, I don't even see a lot of their content. I just see.
I'm like, how? I don't watch nothing. That's
it would be Chrisean Rock and Blueface. They've like fought physically, haven't they? Multiple times.
Family has fought. They have fought. Man. They have fought family.
Oh man! But then they just be with each other like nothing happened.
Yeah, I believe she's pregnant now too.
Yes, I did, because I googled. Well, no, I was making sure I had the spelling of her name right. Like, y'all see my notes, but anyway, I wanted my stuff right. I was double checking the spelling of her name, and I saw somebody, like, how Google shows you all the questions people have asked. They were like, "Is Chrisean still pregnant?" And I believe so, but apparently she recently did a video saying she wished she wasn't. I was like, yikes. It's like she was once excited.
You got to this point.
Yeah.
You got to yes, and I remember and you know what? I'm going to say this.
Okay.
I appreciate the podcast who have her on only, like it just be her, and they really be like talking to her. They're not like putting her down. They're really trying to understand. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all doing that, because it seemed like when she's in those type of or those type of podcasts or conversations, it seems like she's super genuine. Okay. The girl is smart. Okay,
I've seen like she was like really good at
in sports.
A sport, because I don't remember which one.
It was track.
Okay,
but yeah, really smart. She's smart. She's not no dumb girl. It's just she's in love.
In a bad
she's in love with both of them. because I don't want to talk down on either one. Like
especially if she been beating him too. So
yeah, like both have been exchanging and we only know because they show it.
Yeah,
like we actually have proof of that. But I really be hoping that both of them really just like, you know what, this is not.
So I guess that is a visual, because I was like, what makes someone not good for you? I guess that's a visual representation of what it looks like to not be good for somebody. Like if you constantly find yourself in drama, or like not being able to excel or grow, or go in a positive direction, then okay.
It's like, do you want to do this for the rest of your life? And now with you saying that you heard saying that, she wished that she wasn't, like, why did it have to get you to that? Why did you get to that point? Like, what's make you change your mind now?
Because again,
I hate that. I hate that because we just said on the last episode, was it the last episode?
Sure. Wait, what
about having a baby to possibly fix something. But yes. Yeah. Like it does not always work.
No.
I've never known it to work, but I don't think they were having a baby to fix anything.
I think it just,
it
you
just
do
happened.
grown
But
up
now
stuff
y'all
happen.
bringing, it's fully charged. Yep. But now y'all about to bring a little one into this situation. And
it's unfortunate on both parties. Well, I mean, because I think a lot of people look at what he got her into, which may be the case, but she is also staying.
She is a grown woman.
But then it's like, well, I don't know. That's a whole nother spiral.
Yeah. And it's like stressing viewers out, because we like, if y'all don't get y'all life together.
But here's the thing.
Stressful.
It's only popular because y'all watching.
That is true.
If y'all would quit watching this stuff, they would have no more motivation to film this stuff.
Yeah.
And put it out there. Like the attention, because like, does he have a show on Zeus or something, or wasn't she on Bad Girls?
That whole network, and
they push toxicity.
I saw somebody talking about that network recently, about how they portray us black folk, and like the whole network is just everybody fighting. Yeah. They now have like a new guys.
Yeah, it's the boy version of Bad Girls. It's the Bad Boys.
This is the first time I have seen all men.
I think this the season with Orlando, I think this is a new state, but I think they had a season before, because I used to see people talking. It was a different area, but I used to see people talking about them.
It's crazy because I'm used to seeing like the women acting up, but they have like a full show of guys,
full on guy cast cutting up just like the women's.
It don't make any sense.
And not like saying it's a women trait. Neither one of y'all should be cutting up like that
at all.
That's what we're used to seeing. That doesn't make it right. We shouldn't be used to seeing it. But but if you keep watching it, like they have the motivation to keep finding more people, and because they just did casting for the DC area for Bad Girls. So like they're working on it. They're working on another.
And it's like they are profiting off of y'all's behavior. Like I can't. They getting rich off of y'all acting crazy. Why?
Oh,
I don't understand.
Looping these two people together. We didn't just pull these names out of the sky for no reason. I saw Chris Brown had commented or posted somewhere. He was like, y'all can't forgive me, but y'all love to watch them. Speaking, and he was referring to, And I was like, he's got a point. Because people have been holding the original offense against him for years. Now, he has had other offenses, so I'm like, sir, are you victimizing yourself? Like, I understand you sitting and watching these people cut up.
Yeah. And people are loving.
Yeah, for doing essentially what you did. Yeah. You had a similar sitch, but it was a one time.
Yeah.
So I understand how that could be frustrating.
It's not fair.
I'm like, that he has a point in that. Like, yeah. Because people are real fast to be like, he beat Rihanna. But then they will watch Chrisean and Blueface fight each other. So
every time. I be feeling bad for both of them. I really be feeling bad for her because she will literally, you could tell that she really loved this dude, and she be crying in like lives and stuff like that. I don't know how I be coming across their videos.
You a watcher.
Girl, when it come across, like I be seeing what they talk about, and then I have to get off because it's like he disregards her feelings. Like, why are you crying? Like stuff like that. And I don't like when anybody disregard anybody's feelings. So I gotta
even
cut it
if
off.
you don't understand why they feeling what they feeling, don't just completely disregard.
Like she usually would tell him like what, and you could see her like shut down. Like she just don't say nothing. It's like she's,
I mean, a lot of people that I see like address her, whether she's directly there or like they're just like doing, a virtual reach out. They just be like, "Hey, you pretty much love yourself and get out of there."
Yeah.
And like the constant thing I see is like if people be saying like if she could just see pretty much how valuable she is on her own or what she could be or where she could go.
Yeah.
They want her to realize that for herself and not like only see herself and her worth tied to him.
Yeah.
And which is a very important message for anybody, but since she's in it, I understand like the push for her to get it, especially like, if you're watching her. Watching them, like so, it sounds like they both need to get away from each other.
I hope they come to their senses one day because it's just not.
But now, for the sake of a kid, they're still gonna need to learn how to co-parent. But unless one is not good for the baby, then see. Now you gotta
just wait and just. Like really interview the person that you are dating. Interview them, okay? Like to the fullest, because Lord.
Are there any? Wait.
I don't even know. I was gonna speak on another.
I was about to say, are there any other couples like, or like even in like sitcoms, like good examples, like you like that situation was actually toxic.
Yeah,
go for it.
Ghosts and that whole thing.
Yeah,
that was toxic.
That wasn't good.
Like really, you got a wife right here, and then you telling her, "I'm gonna go see." No.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
Who else? Who was that? The one you were gonna bring up?
No, I was gonna. So I don't know their names, but it's this. It was not a couple. It was three of them in the relationship. This is the guy and two girls.
Okay.
I think recently one of the girls has left and moved out.
Okay.
I don't know their names, but they were doing lives and answering people questions. But he's really, really insecure. Really, really, really. There was one video that I saw where a viewer asked the girl that has left now if who does she believe is her king, and the girl said I believe that God is my king.
Valid
and
answer.
The dude looked at her like, what?
He was offended.
He was very offended. Like he was going off and whispering in her ear. Like it was right on video. You could tell that he was saying some disrespectful stuff in her ear because her face was like, okay, like you going too far.
Wow.
But he looked at her like, no, I'm your king. Because he even asked the other girl, he was like, now, do you think that they were trying to set us up with that question? Like, if somebody asked you that, what would you say? I would say that you are my king because you are my king. That's what he was like. That's what I thought.
Wow.
I'm like, boy, girl, get out. I'm glad you're gone. I need to find that couple because I don't even think Dominique has seen this. I don't even know what you call it. This is not a couple.
Throuple?
Something.
Or a poly relationship?
I don't even know.
Non-monogamous.
All three of them.
Because like different ones got different.
Them. So yeah, it's just
that's another.
Y'all.
I was trying to think of some other TV. Were Gina and Martin cool? Or was there?
I wouldn't say that was
okay.
That was actually TV show.
Yeah, so I watch TV shows with good couples. I watch them.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can't even think of anybody.
The Fresh Prince, they were fine. Family Matters, that was a good representation.
I can't think.
I'm trying to think of current shows. Then, do I watch a lot of shows with couples?
Toxic relationships.
What do we watch? I watch crime shows and cooking shows.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to think. What am I watching right now? That could be.
I mean, and then if we can't think, then we just can't. Watch us have a bunch later.
Right. Tell me like, oh my gosh, I thought of this.
We could go live and talk about it if we figure it out. Do a follow up.
Any parent-kid toxic relationships where a parent
Did you
is
watch The
is
Best
controlling
Man thing?
The Best Man.
The series.
Yes.
The way Morris Chestnut's character handled his son being gay.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
That
wasn't good.
Yeah. I would also say what's his name?
Tay Diggs.
Yeah, that relationship.
Lathan. His wife,
do I remember?
I don't know
happened?
if their whole relationship was toxic.
I want to say that was. I thought that was just a situation that was. I don't know. I don't know what to think about.
So Terrence Howard, because I don't remember any of these people's cast names. Apparently, Terrence Howard and his one he ended up marrying.
Yeah,
now them two.
That was very toxic. They didn't know what to do with each other. I didn't know what.
I'm sure there are some other parent.
I don't know why I can't think of nobody.
I forgot this part was on here. I would have had some prepared for you guys.
See, when I every time I think of toxic, I think of you trying to manipulate somebody. So that's why I'm like, there are a couple of little cartoons.
They be cutting up on the cartoon.
Tangled, Rapunzel and her stepmother.
Okay.
I think that was toxic. I mean, she was only trying to like hold her because of her hair.
Okay.
She's being manipulative.
Okay.
And,
yeah,
I guess that's toxic. I don't know. I was gonna say Turning Red with the mom and the daughter.
I don't think that
wasn't toxic.
They both
she was just very controlling.
Yeah, she was very protective, and the daughter just didn't understand. I think that was just misunderstanding each other. Them misunderstanding each other.
I can't think of no relationship.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I can't think of none.
If we think of some, we can do something fun to discuss them. Yeah. Cool.
I'm over here looking through.
I got nothing. I'm trying to think. Any of the Queen Sugar?
I have not watched all of. Is it over or is it still going?
It's over. I haven't seen the last season.
Oh, I know it was toxic. All of the relationship in Sisters.
Okay.
Every single one. I
don't watch it, but I will take your word for it.
I can't watch it anymore because everybody it's the same situation over and over again. Ain't nobody getting it, so I can't watch it. I can't. And I was like, okay. Now it's repetitive. Now I'm like, okay, y'all, come on. We haven't. Please. So I can't watch it no more. Yeah. Anywho,
that's
we'll
fine.
We'll think of something later, but y'all stop being toxic out there. We gonna pray for y'all.
And if we've if you have a better definition or understanding of what a toxic person or a toxic relationship is, feel free to let us know.
Please, respectfully.
You just watch me Google all of this, so you've seen us process that as we went along.
Okay. We're not professionals now. We just think.
We just be talking.
We told y'all. Talk about everything and nothing.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Anywho, well, we thank y'all for joining us on another episode of Hey Fave. We hope that y'all enjoyed this.
Yes.
talk to us in the comments respectfully. We can have a civilized conversation, like I said earlier, but we really want to hear your side and what you're thinking about toxic relationships. I couldn't get it out. My tongue got stuck. Anywho, we want to know what you think. What's on your mind? I'm really hoping we can get Kimmy on.
We absolutely
really
need to work on that.
Do a little mental situation
for sure.
Yeah, that needs to be talked about. But anywho, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, your enemies, whatever. I don't even care. Everybody, the world. Okay, this podcast, and make sure you follow us. You can watch us on YouTube and Spotify. You can subscribe to us on all the podcast platforms.
Yes,
I can't talk on tonight.
You can rate us too.
Yes,
if you feel like it.
5 only. 5 stars.
Please and thank you.
No, whatever you want to give us. But yes, we hope to see you on the next episode. Okay.
Bye.